With the introduction of the Legion pre-patch, there were several changes to the in-game camera, the worst of these being the reduction of the max camera distance. The console command that had been part of the game since vanilla was locked down because Blizzard stated that people were not seeing the world the way they thought we should. The problem is that after over a decade of the extended camera distance, this new angle feels extremely constricted. However, the add-on MaxCam fixes that. For the moment, this add-on reverts the max camera distance back to the one we all know and love. It's a pretty simple add-on with not a lot of options, but it doesn't need to be complicated. It does exactly what it needs to. But why did Blizzard change this in the first place? Sure, they might want us to experience all those shiny new assets that they've made in a bit more detail, or maybe spend a bit more time looking at our character models, but realistically, it only made the game slightly more frustrating. As someone who raids, not being able to see more of the boss arena is a tragic loss, and for raid users this was a massive blow. Losing that extra range makes calling mechanics a little bit harder. Maybe Blizzard thought that the console command gave certain players an advantage over those that didn't know it existed. If this was the case though, why didn't they just up the max camera distance of the default camera? All in all, I'm really against the new restricted camera distance. I don't think I was missing out on any of the cool assets and designs the developers made. In fact, whilst questing, I often zoom my camera in just to experience these things. All they have achieved by restricting this is making raiding harder than it needs to be, especially for tanks and melee. As ranged, I have it pretty easy, as I can get some space between me and the boss. Melee, however, went from looking at the boss's knees to staring at their toes. If Blizzard is serious about limiting the camera distance to this new limit, there is a chance that this add-on might not be around for that long. I strongly recommend that you go and install it now. Not just so that you can enjoy it being taken away from you again, but purely so that when it does, Blizzard can see just how many of us want the old distance back. So what do you guys think about the new camera distance? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, please go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see more. I've been Sinestra, and I'll catch you next time.